Are you having issues with your compressor freezing up like this? Well, let me explain a few reasons why this might be happening. When we came up to the roof, we had a compressor that was completely frozen all the way up to the head of the unit. Pretty much like this. So, what causes this to happen is a few things. Main thing though is you're having liquid come back on your suction line to your compressor and then superheating and flashing off on the casing of the compressor. This then condensates on the outside of the compressor and then freezes and continues to stack up. But like I said, the main reason why is because you have liquid coming back to your compressor. That's the key right there. The reason why you have liquid coming back to your compressor is you're not superheating enough on your evaporator. So what you need to do is go down to your evaporator, check your superheat at the evaporator. Important, not at the compressor, but at your evaporator. Because you want to know if your evaporator is doing its job. If it's vaporizing that liquid and sending you superheated vapor back to your compressor. So in my specific scenario, we have an EEV on the evaporator. It looks like this. So you want to check one of four things on these types of units. One, for sure, check your thermistors. If they're not reading correctly, you're not going to get the right readings. Two, your pressure transducer, same thing. Three, you could have a stuck EEV if it's not being controlled correctly by your controller. And lastly, your controller itself. In my scenario, I had a bad suction thermistor. If your thermistors aren't reading correctly, they're not going to send the right information to your evaporator controls, and it's going to open up your EEV thinking you have a high amount of superheat when you don't, which is going to be flooding your compressor with liquid. So in this case, that's what we had. The other causes that can make this happen are pretty obvious. A clogged evaporator fan's not running, or a low charge causing the system to constantly run 24/7, slowly accumulating that ice. So yeah, but with my scenario, I had a bad thermistor on my evaporator, causing it to read superheat incorrectly and sending liquid back to the compressor. And without that superheat, you're going to end up burning up your compressor, slugging it, and having to replace it with a new one like this one. If you guys got any more helpful insight, put them in the comments, and let's learn together. Alright guys, see you on the next one.